So, good morning, students. Today we are going to start with the poem Geography Lesson. Okay, Geography Lesson. Now, it is by the poet Zulfikar Bose. Okay, by Zulfikar Bose. Okay, Bose he has written. So, he is, you can say, a Muslim poet of Indian origin, but now afterwards he has settled in USA. Okay, so what idea he is presenting? Geography lesson. So what geography lesson is? Okay, geography lesson means it is about the boundaries, it is about, you can say, territories, it is about the various, you can say, forms of geography. Okay, various forms of land, that is water, land, resources. Yes, in this poem the poet is bringing about, it is about geography, of course. Geography, which is including our land, landforms, mountains, plateaus, water sources, and other resources. So, what the poet wants to highlight, why he is highlighting all these? What he wants to tell us through, you can say, what he want to tell us through this. Okay, the poet, he wants to tell us, to show the importance of these, that how land is important for us, how water resources, and how other resources. When he is looking from the jet, he's, you can say, flying in the jet, and from the jet he has looked to the land underneath, and what he has noticed that there is not uniformity of distribution of land. Why there is not uniform distribution of land, as well as, you can say, other, you can say, residential areas? It is because of the reason people choose to live according to the area which is, you can say, which is quite beneficial for them. They thought that living beside, you can say, they thought that living beside the water sources is very beneficial for them. So this is the reason why he thought that there is, you can say, uneven distribution of land, right? So next, afterwards, he has also, 1 minute please, let me plug on my charger. Yes, so then he has also, you can say, he has also mentioned about unevenness of, you can say, life on this earth, that there is not uniformity, all the areas are not thickly populated, or all the areas they are not thinly populated. Some of the areas are very thickly populated. It is because of the reason that they find water sources and other type of, you can say, other type of resources very easily. So this is the reason water is very important resource, and this is the reason why it is used in each and every activity of our life. And it is because of the reason that they live around the water resources. Moreover, he has talked about an important message, that why boundaries, why we build boundaries, and why there are territories. Why territories? Why boundaries? It means, why we human beings, if we are same, then why we are making these boundaries? Why we are making these territories? What is the reason behind it? Okay, so why we are creating these boundaries? Okay, so the poet is saying that we should come out of this narrow mindedness, that we should not fight over trivial matters. Trivial matters. So what is the meaning of trivial matters? Trivial matters means useless matters, of no importance, not of great significance. Why we should not confine ourselves or confine our thinking to open-mindedness? Why we are living in narrow boundaries? Why we are separating ourselves from others? Why we think that we are different from our brothers? What is the reason? Why we are building these boundaries? Why human beings, they are fighting over petty matters, useless matters? So the poet wants to explain that all human beings, they should forget this kind of, you can say, this kind of, you can say, they should come out of these prejudices, narrow mindedness, and they should follow the path of universal brotherhood. Universal brotherhood means that they should be living completely in harmony with each other. They should not be separated from each other. If they won't be separated from each other, then only they will be living a life of happiness. So the poet is saying it is useless to build boundaries around our countries. Why? Because ultimately we are same. There is no difference. Have you ever imagined any kind of difference between a human of our country and a human being of other country? For example, say it for Pakistan, say it for America. Everyone is having the same type of body structure, same type of rules of life are applicable. If we are working hard, we are getting the result of it. They are also working hard, they are getting the result of it. Then why these boundaries? Why we are fighting with each other? Why we are trying to inculcate these kind of differences among people, right? So this is, these you can say themes, they are being, you can say, brought out. These messages are being brought out by the poet. It is mainly about the geography. Okay, it is mainly about our landforms, our water resources and other resources, that nature is providing all these resources in plenty to all the human beings. Nature is not discriminating among us that he should give more sunlight, or see, sun is ever discriminating that I should give more sunlight to Indians or I should give less sunlight to the people of other country. No. Then why we human beings are discriminating? Why we are creating these boundaries? Why we are making these boundaries and territories? Just to separate ourselves? Is it wise to separate ourselves? No. Poet is saying that this is not at all, it is not at all, you can say, acceptable that we will create differences, we will create boundaries, we will create territories. It is not applicable, it is not acceptable to. Then why we human beings are creating these boundaries? It is useless. Okay, so the poet is also delivering us the message to use all these resources in a wise manner. Okay, in a wise manner we should use these resources also, not to exploit them, not to overuse them, because if they will be overused and ultimately at one time it will be there when there will be no replenishment of these resources and ultimately we have to suffer. The poet is giving us the messages. So this is just an overview of what we are going to read in the poem. So let us start the poem, read the poem, geography lesson. So can you imagine what your city would look like if you fly from 10,000 feet above the ground? Yes, if you will fly in a jet or an aeroplane 10,000 feet above the ground, how it would look like? What do you think that how it would look like? Just raise up your hands so that I can ask you. Who can tell me that what, who has traveled in an airplane and who can tell me that how it would look like? How it would look like? Can anybody tell me? Can anybody tell me? Yes, Rhythm. Yes, Rhythm. How it would look like?
Very small.
Very small. Not, you can say very small. It will be looking like very small. And moreover, there will not be any, you can say, defining of boundaries. You will just see a big city, just a point. Some, you can say, a forest, just you can say some group of trees. Okay. So it won't
Yes.
look like, you can say, clear, like as you see on the earth. Neatly planned, perfect in proportion, like a geography design. It would, it would strike, it would strike, 1 minute. It would strike you as something very different from what it actually is while you are in the thick of it. So means that when you are flying high, you will see that it is just a design on the face of the earth. It is just a sort of, you can say, designing. At some points there is water, at some points it's a group of trees, at some point some huts, some you can say houses are there. So it means that one cannot, you can say, define it until and unless you are inside it, right? So here's the poet's description of just such a view of the city and some questions that come to his mind. Yes, so now let us start that what kind of questions that comes to his mind and how he has, you can say, explained these. So let us start with this. When the jet sprang into the sky, it was clear why the city had developed the way it had. So the poet here is referring to his flight in a jet aeroplane. When he was flying into the sky, it was clear why the city had developed the way it had. So then he said, then a question that was in his mind, that why these cities they have been developed in this manner. Okay, so this question it came to his mind, and he has very well come to know to the answer of this question, that why the cities they have got their design, or why the cities they have developed in the same manner as it has been shown on the face of the earth. And seeing its scale 6 inches to the mile, there seemed an inevitability. Inevitability means unavoidability about what on ground had looked haphazard, unplanned, and without style when the jet sprang into the sky. He said when he has reached at a height of 6 inches a mile, means he has reached a considerable height, then he has got to know that there is no question about it. Inevitability means there is no question about it, that why on this ground the entire geography, all the you can say vegetation, the houses, the dwelling places, as well as the water resources, it seems to be haphazard. It is not, it doesn't seem to be in an organized manner. It is unplanned and without any kind of style. It seems that it is quite unplanned. At some of the places, number of houses are there, then many, much more land is you can say vacant. Why? Why is this kind of unplanned origin of the earth? When the jet sprang into the sky, means when his jet it sprang up into the sky, the poet is saying that why is this happening? And this question, he has got his answer in the next paragraph. So let us see. When the jet reached 10,000 feet, it was clear why the country had cities where the rivers ran and why the valleys were populated. So, when the aeroplane, it has reached at a height of 10,000 miles. When it had reached the height of 10,000 miles, means quite a you can say great height. When his plane it reached at that height, then he has come to know that why the country had cities where the rivers ran. Why most of the cities they have been settled around the places where there are water resources or where there are rivers. So what can be the reason? What can be the reason behind it? The reason is mainly, this is the only reason, because water is the one of the essentiality of life. We cannot do without water. We cannot live without water. And it is just because of this reason that we people feel that without water we cannot live. So water is, you can say, water is one of the main necessity of our life. So it is just because of this main necessity of life that we feel that our dwelling or our living place should be near the, it should be near the water resources. So he thought that, then he has come to know the answer of this question, that why the people they have settled, or most of the dwelling places they have been settled around the rivers, and why valleys were so populated. Now, the logic of geography, that land and water attracted man, was clearly delineated. Delineated means clearly outlined. It was clearly outlined. So he said that this reality of life, this reality of human settlement, that, or what this is the logic of geography, that why they settled there, is that land and water attracted man. Means land for living and water for fulfilling the necessities of life is very important for human beings. That both these are very important parts of human life. And it was clearly delineated. Delineate means outlined. See, delineated means outlined. Okay, so what he is saying, he said that why they have settled there, it is clearly been outlined there. Why the when the jet reached 10,000 feet, it means when the jet reached to an height of 10,000 feet, then he said that he has clearly come to know that why most of the people they have settled there. Why they have settled there? It is because of the reason that water is one of the essentiality of life. Water is very important for their life. So it is just because of the reason that They wanted all the requirements of life to be fulfilled because of water, and they thought that living near the water resources is very helpful for them. This will help them to take water out of these resources, and for drainage also the excess of water can be drained out. So this is how they feel that why, or the poet has got the answer that why most of the people they have settled near water resources. So this is the reason he has come out with that why most of the people they have settled around near the water resources. Now, when the jet rose 6 miles high, it was clear the earth was round. Again, when the jet it has come to that speed of 6 miles high to the speed, and or it has gone to that height, then it was clear the earth was round. Then he has come to know, yes, when it has gone to a greater height, then he has also realized, yes, of course, the earth is really round. Earth is round in shape, and that it had more sea than land. And he has also come to know that there are more, you can say, water forms than the land forms. You know that three-fourths of our earth is water. Okay, 70% of earth is water. It is covered with water, and only 30% of land is available for our living. Okay, so this is the reason he said that when the jet has gone to that height, he said that I have come to know that really this is reality, that most of the land is covered with water, with seas, and there is less land. And but it was difficult to understand that the men on the earth found causes to hate each other, to build walls across cities, and to kill. From that height, it was not clear why. Yes, very good. So, what the poet is saying at that height, he said that when I reached to that height, poet is saying, I of course have come to know about the fact that why the earth looks round, why so many cities they have been settled around the water areas or water resources, why people have settled there. And I have also come to know this fact that most of the land it is covered with water. But he said when I reached to that height of 10,000 miles, 6 miles high, he said one thing is not made clear to me. What was that thing which was not made clear to the poet? He said, it was no, I'm not able to understand this, that why men on the earth found causes to hate each other, that why the people they started hating each other. What is the reason? Why the people they are hating each other? What is the reason of their hatred? Why they are creating differences among themselves? Why they are fighting over trivial matters? Why they are fighting over petty matters? What is the reason of their narrow mindedness? How they find time to fight for each other? God has not created any difference among all the human beings. If God has not created any difference among all the human beings, then why people they are fighting with each other? He said, to build walls across cities, and he said I don't know that why they have built the boundaries, why they have built the territories, why they are trying to demarcate themselves from the people of other countries, why they are trying to create these kind of differences. The poet is saying some of these questions that was being originated in my mind, but the poet is saying I was not able to get the answers of these questions. Why he is not getting the answer to these questions? He said that even I did not get the answer of this question, that why people of one country they are killing people of other country. Why? Why they are not doing so? And from that height, it was not clear why. And from that height, he said that it was not clear what is the reason of differences among people? Why the people are creating boundaries? Why the people are creating territories? Why they are demarcating themselves? Why they are separating themselves? So see, from this you can say very start of the poem, the poet has brought into light a very important, you can say, question. He has started with geography, that what kind of landforms are available, how the people are living, okay, how the people are living on earth, why most of the cities they have been settled near the water resources. As I told you that why most of the cities they have been settled near the water resources, it is because of the reason that water is very important for the fulfillment of their life, for the fulfillment of the necessities of life. They cannot do without water. They cannot live without water. So this is the reason why they have settled around the water resources. Okay. Then he said that when he has reached to an height of 10,000 miles, he has also come to know that the earth is really round in shape, and more of the earth what it is covered with, more of the earth it is covered with, you can say, water, and there is less land available for living of human beings. But he said that when he has reached to that height, he was not able to find out the reason that why people they are hating each other, how they get time to hate each other, and why they hate each other, and why they kill each other, why they are creating differences among each other. He said that this is not at all clear to him. So as I told you that the poet is coming up to this important message of universal brotherhood, that we should follow universal brotherhood, that why we should hate each other, why should fight with each other. Okay, we should come out of narrow-mindedness. Narrow-mindedness means limited thinking, of separating yourself from others. We should come out of, you can say, narrow thinking, of our prejudices, differences, and we should think ourselves that we are all as one. We are not separated from each other. So the poet wants us to be united. To stay united is the ultimate lesson to be delivered by this poem. And I hope that it is very well clear to you now. If yes, put your thumbs up. I'm just waiting for your reaction. Okay, right. Good. Very good. I'm getting the responses right. Okay, fine. Now, let us find out, first of all, find 3 or 4 phrases in stanzas 1 and 2 which are likely to occur in geography lesson. So the first question is, which are the phrases? In the very first line, it is sprang into the sky. Then unplanned and without style. This is again a phrase which is not properly organized. Where the valleys ran. This is again a phrase. So 3 are enough. Okay. Jet sprang into the sky is also there. Next, seen from the window in an aeroplane, the city appears. How the city appears? As haphazard on the ground? Yes. As neat as a map? No. As developed as necessary? No. It is unplanned. It is not developed accordingly. Next, which of the following statements are examples of logic of geography? Logic of geography means what is the main idea behind geography? There are cities where there are rivers. Yes, this is the logic of geography, because it is mentioned in the poem that it had cities where the rivers ran. Where the rivers ran. Okay, this is also a phrase add on in the first one. Okay, so this is clearly explained by the poet here that why most of the cities they have been, you can say, they have been arranged where there are, you can say, only water resources, right? So this is the reason why they have been arranged there. Cities appear as they are not from 6 miles from above the ground. No. It is easy to understand why valleys are populated. Yes. It is difficult to understand why humans hate and kill. one another true. This is really very difficult point. No, sorry, this is not the logic of geography. Sorry, cross it down. The earth is round and it has more sea than land. True. Okay, this is true. Right? So, mention the two things which are clear from the height. What things are clear from the height? Mention the two things which are clear from the height. The two things which are clear from the height are that why most of the cities, they have been arranged around the water resources, and it is also clear that the earth is round and there is more water than land on earth. Three things mainly. Okay, so what are the things? That first of all, why most of the cities, they have been settled around the rivers or water resources, and from the height, it is also clear that earth is round and there is more water than land on the earth. There is more water, or earth is mainly covered with water than land. And which is not clear from the height, the poet has put an important question into light here, that it is not clear from even the height of 10,000 miles that why people on the earth, they are making boundaries. They are creating, why they are creating boundaries, why they are hating each other. Okay, and why they build walls, why they create territories, why they build boundaries, why they build walls around their cities, and what is the reason of killing each other. The poet, from such a height of 10,000 miles, he is not getting the answer to these questions, that why people, they are fighting over trivial matters, useless matters, why they are, you can say, fighting over petty matters. What is the reason why they are doing so? The poet is never getting the answer to this question. So the poet wants us to understand this fact that we are not separated from each other. Okay, so I hope that now this poem is clear to you and the answers are also clear. If yes, put your thumbs up. Right, good, Japji, good. Rest of the students, right. So you have to write down question 1, do question 2 and 3 on the book only, and write question 4. Tomorrow I will give you the stanza based questions of this poem. Right, tomorrow we will do these stanza based questions of this poem and we will proceed further. Okay, these you have to do in your notebook, and you know that on Saturday you are going to have your test, and there will be a test of the poem Ant and the Cricket. Right, so come prepared. Have a nice day to you all. Right, okay, so